I don't know. Hello, I'm Nige. I'm the pastor at Bethlehem Bible Church. We have an email, Bethlehem Bible Church at gmail.com. As I said, I'm Nige. This is Madam.
Hello.
And I'm trying to give or present a teaser for Sunday's. I don't want to say it's not a sermon. It's almost like an intense Bible study. But what we're looking at is God's quantum leap and the time and space continuum. Ooh. It's all scientific.
Yeah.
So what do you have? What are you going to tell us about the quantum
Well,
leap?
we're not physicists, but we are educators.
She's the teacher.
We're educators, but
Yes.
so we're learning just like you are. It is a central question in quantum mechanics, and no one knows the answer. What really happens in a superposition, we just said about superposition, the peculiar circumstance in which particles seem to be in two or more places or states at once. Now, in a new paper, a team of researchers in Israel and Japan has proposed an experiment that could finally let us say something for sure about the nature of this puzzling phenomenon. Their experiment, which the researchers say could be carried out within a few months, should enable scientists to sneak a glance at where an object, in this case a particle of light, called a photon, actually resides when it is placed in a superposition. And the researchers predict the answer will be even stranger and more shocking than two places at once.
Two places at once?
Yes, that's two places at once.
Well, okay.
That's quantum mechanics.
Two places at once. Quantum mechanics.
That's quite something.
That's kind of simplified it, hasn't it?
So basically, you can take, if, for example, say we say sci-fi Star Trek, and you remember all those when they were transporting to another place, and Captain Kirk, and it had all those different particles and such.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be your particles being broken down. But the frightening thing about it is that it breaks down your original particles, and it puts another type of particle of your same makeup somewhere else.
Okay then. All right.
Sort of happened with the same series.
So I suppose if you were in a time machine or a what do they call that? The beam machine.
Okay.
And you were in
Sure,
a French the French bicycle race.
Mm-hmm.
You'd end up with particles on your bicycles.
Basically. I mean, it's also like the series, which I enjoyed, Quantum Leap, with Sam Beckett.
Sam, yeah.
And he's leaping, remember he's leaping from place to place. But at the end, the last episode, where people were disappointed, I actually liked the episode myself. And he's in a bar, and we assume the bartender is gone.
Yes.
And he's giving Sam a choice. Or he's asking Sam, do you want to go back? Or do you want to continue leaping into individuals back and forth and making what's wrong right?
It's a humongous question when you kind of think about
Yes,
it.
it
I mean,
is.
what would you rather do? Would you rather return to your basic life, or continue having your particles ripped up, torn out, and thrown someplace to form into a troubled situation where you know absolutely nothing about it, you don't know who you're talking to, until somebody comes in and says in your earphone, you are this, you are that, this is going on, that's going on, and we want you to fix it. It's something that, you know, we pastors have such a heavy burden. Anyway, our thing that we're doing Sunday, we've got, if you'd like to look this up, we're in Job 38, verses 4 and 5, which are, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Verse 5 is, who determined its measurements? Surely you know, or who stretched the line upon it? Now we've got particles and all kinds of stuff in that, and the time continuum. So, and then in Isaiah 40, 21 and 22, verse 21 says, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is He who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them out like a tent to dwell in." Number one question, okay, how did Isaiah know there was a curvature to the earth? Everybody thought it was a flat surface, and I know I'm going to upset some folk because they're flat earthers, but I would say I would agree with God and Isaiah and say, yeah, the earth has a curvature to it, so therefore it should be the circle, or the blue marble, as they call it. Do you have anything to comment on that,
That's
madam?
true. That's true. I mean, I look at, he asked Job, where were you
Mm-hmm.
when I laid the foundation? Now, we think about Genesis as being the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I always find interesting, which we'll cover, the days, each day, and how time started. Day, night, light.
Mm-hmm.
Day having light, night having light.
Mm-hmm.
Starting what we consider 24-hour time. And even further, we see how one's defined death and life. When Adam and Eve sinned, they once again disturbed time. Again, death and life. And I always wondered when Genesis 3, when God is walking in the coolness of the day, and he said, where are you? My question is, where was God before? Did he leap? Was he there always? But it makes me wonder.
It's a heck of a question.
It makes me wonder.
Yeah, where was he? Well, it says the cool of the day. So, I mean, the garden is heated up during the day. So it must have been early in the morning, yes? I mean, does that make sense? Anyway.
But again, life is just, time is disturbed.
Yes.
Once again, death, life.
I've been accused of being the same.
Creation,
Disturbed.
everything is being, well, that's true. But,
You have
those are quite, there's a lot of
yeah.
questions to look into.
Well, that brings up another subject too, as you mentioned. We're not scientists. We are people that enjoy going into depth in Bible studies and what have you. So this is what we're going to do. And please, we are not going to take Pythagoras or any of those other folks to the post.
Oh,
we
Pythagoras.
Yes, Pythagoras. I practiced that.
That's quite
times
impressive.
over. Yes.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, that's very good.
Madam liked Pythagoras. Okay. Anyway, so we're not going to really beat Pythagoras. We're the guy that finally decided that the earth was round. We are not going to displace them or disperse them into particles. But what we're going to do is just say, okay, is God still in the building business? Is he still forming universities, but universes and planets and worlds, and how does all this match into...
And does ET exist?
Well, here's the $6 million question.
Right.
Yes. But we will listen to that and talk about it. And
Absolutely.
this is Sunday at 10 o'clock our time.
No. 10:45. One gets up at 10 o'clock on a Sunday before his.
I have been corrected. Madam says it would be 10:45. So I'm sure we'll
More
start
people
at
cannot
10:43.
Okay, Nigel.
All right. Okay, so we'd love to see you Sunday. Well, we can't see you, but you can see us. And we're going to go into this mess of the quantum leap, time and space continuum, and what was God doing in the garden. And is he still doing the buildings? And he's still up there making universities and making them pretty, putting colors in,
Not
and the bright and the sun.
Universes.
Universes.
Oh.
Did I say universities?
Yeah,
Again?
That's okay.
Universes.
That's where we spend most of our education.
Universes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
So I did graduate,
Yeah,
so I know.
We did, but
Okay.
oh well.
Anyway, we're going to have some more fun on Sunday.
See you Sunday live. Please send your comments, suggestions,
10:45.
feedback. We have
Facts?
we welcome everybody. So please check us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. We are live. See you soon.
Okay. Until then, we're going to talk about the garden and walk around in it in the cool of the day. Have a great day.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.